The sun hung low over Jetavana, casting golden light upon the monastery's ancient trees. Disciples gathered near the Buddha in quiet anticipation. He sat upon a simple mat, unmoving, his presence a beacon of calm. Birds chirped in the distance, filling the air with melody. No words were spoken. The monks exchanged glances, uncertain. Their teacher, always wise, offered no teachings today. Silence stretched between them. Rahula, the youngest among them, shifted uneasily. "Master, why do you not speak?" "We have come seeking wisdom," he finally asked. The Buddha turned his gaze upon Rahula, his eyes deep as the ocean. He raised his hand, palm upward, and let it fall. "Words are but vessels," he said softly. "They carry meaning, yet meaning is born in silence. Listen to what is already here." A cool breeze swept through the grove. The leaves trembled, whispering secrets only the stillness could comprehend. The monks sat straighter. Rahula struggled to understand. But how can silence teach? Is wisdom not found in your words? In the scriptures we study? The Buddha rested his hand upon his knee. Fingers relaxed. The mind is a lake. In stillness, it reflects the truth. Some monks closed their eyes, pondering this. Others furrowed their brows, seeking clarity. Still, the Buddha did not press further. A restless thought crossed Rahula's mind. "But Master, my mind is filled with questions. If silence holds wisdom, why do I doubt?" The Buddha reached for the nearby water jar and set it before Rahula. "Look inside. Tell me what you see." Rahula peered in. The water was disturbed by the movement, rippling outward. His reflection twisted and shifted. Impossible to define. Unsettled water distorts what is before it, the Buddha said. The same is true of the restless mind. It cannot see. Rahula breathed deeply, watching as the water slowly stilled. His reflection grew clearer, his doubts momentarily easing. He nodded in understanding. The Buddha gestured toward the trees, swaying gently in the wind. "Nature speaks in silence. Do you hear its teachings?" Rahula closed his eyes, listening. The rustling of leaves, the distant hum of insects, the rhythmic pulse of the earth. "I hear them," Rahula admitted. "But they do not answer my doubts. My mind still seeks explanation, still wrestles with confusion." The Buddha smiled. "Thoughts arise and vanish like waves upon the shore. To know peace is not to banish them, but to observe." The monks murmured among themselves. Some had found understanding in the moment. Others still chased the meaning, searching for graspable wisdom. The sun dipped lower, painting the sky in hues of amber and crimson. The monastery's walls glowed softly in the dying light. Rahula traced his fingers along the rim of the water jar, his mind calming with each breath. The Buddha's presence guided him. "The path to wisdom," the Buddha continued, "is not found in words alone. It is in the spaces between them. Listen." A stillness settled over the grove, one deeper than before. The monks sat in contemplation, absorbing the lesson carried upon silence. The Buddha rose slowly, his movements fluid as the tide. Even the greatest truths must be realized, not merely heard. He walked toward the path leading away from the clearing, his steps light upon the earth. The monks hesitated, then followed. Rahula looked once more into the water. His reflection was clear, unmarred by movement. In the quiet, his heart understood. Night embraced the monastery. The scent of blooming jasmine drifted through the air, mingling with the lessons of the day. The disciples sat beneath the stars, their minds still, their breaths steady. No more words were spoken. Yet the teachings continued. Another day, another lesson waiting in the quiet spaces between words. The monks gathered again, seeking wisdom from the Buddha's presence. The air carried the scent of fresh rain. Leaves shimmered under the morning light, their surfaces glistening with drops from the night before. A villager arrived at the monastery gates. His eyes held sorrow, his steps hesitant. The disciples watched as he approached the Buddha. "Master, my life is entangled in suffering," the villager said. "I seek your guidance, yet answers elude me. My heart is heavy." The Buddha gestured toward a water jar placed nearby. "Look within," he said. "Tell me what you see reflected in its depths." The villager peered into the jar. The water was disturbed from his movement, rippling outward. His reflection shifted, fragmented beyond recognition. "I see myself," he said uncertainly, "but the ripples distort my image. My face does not appear clearly." His voice trembled slightly. The Buddha nodded. "When water is disturbed, it cannot reflect truth. The same is true of a mind restless with suffering." The villager frowned. "But my pain does not vanish simply because I am still. My heart aches. Silence does not soothe sorrow." The Buddha sat, folding his hands upon his lap. "Pain is like wind upon the water. It causes movement, but stillness brings clarity." The monks listened in quiet contemplation. Rahula, seated beside them, traced patterns in the dust as the words sank into his heart. The villager took a deep breath. He watched the water settle. Slowly, his reflection came into focus. The ripples dissolving into stillness. The Buddha pointed at the water. "Now you see yourself as you are. Clarity does not erase pain but allows one to understand." The villager wiped his brow. "I have struggled for so long to remove suffering. But if it cannot be erased, how can I continue?" The Buddha gazed at the rising sun. The light does not fight the darkness. It simply shines, revealing what was hidden before. The monks exchanged knowing glances. Rahula closed his eyes, absorbing the lesson beyond words. He felt the stillness within, guiding his understanding. The villager bowed deeply. "I see now that my struggle has only deepened my suffering. I will seek peace, not escape." The Buddha smiled, his expression calm like the still water. True peace is found not in resistance but in quiet acceptance. The wind shifted, carrying the scent of blooming jasmine through the trees. The disciples watched the villager sit near the water in silence. He traced his fingers along the rim of the jar, his breath steady. The lesson lingered in the air, unspoken yet understood. Another day, another mind freed from the weight of suffering. The teachings continued, carried by the quiet rhythm of the world. Another day, another journey unfolding under the vast sky. The Buddha prepared to walk, his footsteps light upon the morning earth. Rahula watched as the Buddha stepped forward without words. The path stretched ahead, winding through forests, fields, and distant villages. The monks followed, silent yet attentive. They observed the way the world moved, the rhythms of life unfolding without interruption. A farmer tilled his land, his hands steady, his face serene. A mother soothed her child, murmuring softly against the wind. The Buddha walked without pause, guiding them through the landscapes of existence. Each step carried meaning, though no words were spoken. Rahula hesitated. "Master, where are we going? What lesson awaits us beyond the silence?" His voice trembled with uncertainty. The Buddha did not answer. He continued forward, his steps unhurried, his presence unwavering as the world carried on around them. Through a village, they passed an old man sitting beneath a banyan tree. His eyes held wisdom earned through the years. A young girl offered rice to her elder, her hands reverent, her expression filled with quiet devotion. Life unfolded before them. Rahula's mind churned with questions. Is this the teaching? Must I see rather than be told? My heart still seeks words. The Buddha paused beside a clear stream. The water flowed without resistance, carving its path through stones, whispering its eternal rhythm. He gestured to the stream. Water does not ask where it goes. It moves, shaping the world without questioning its course. Rahula stared at the flowing current. The stream did not resist obstacles. It embraced them, weaving around rocks and fallen leaves. To walk the path of wisdom, the Buddha continued, one must see beyond words. Truth is carried in the movements of life. The monks sat near the stream, reflecting on the journey. Each moment had revealed something unspoken yet profoundly understood. Rahula dipped his hand into the water, feeling its flow against his palm. The lesson settled in his heart, quiet but certain. The Buddha resumed walking. Every step is a teaching. Every movement reveals the nature of existence. Listen, and wisdom will unfold. Another day, another lesson carried upon the silent winds. The journey continued, bound not by words but by the rhythm of life. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.